Let's fucking go, baby. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I may look crazy. I may sound crazy. It may sound like we just won the freaking NBA championship. We didn't. But for me, this is a damn NBA championship because I have not seen a lot of success as a younger New York Knicks fan. Obviously, I wasn't old enough to see us hold up a trophy in 1970, 73. I didn't get to watch Walt Frazier. I wasn't able to watch the 80s or early 80s of Bernard King. I wasn't able to watch the 90s of Patrick Ewing. I've not seen a lot of success as a New York Knicks fan. I've seen this team go to the playoffs 3 times in my life since watching this team. We have not advanced to the second round of the NBA playoffs since 2013, when we had Carmelo Anthony, when we had Iman Shumpert, when we had J.R. Smith, when we had Tyson Chandler. Pretty much that entire roster isn't even in the league anymore. Yes, we went to the playoffs a couple years ago. We're the 4th seed, but it was kind of that feeling like, yeah, we're the 4th seed, but we don't have stability at the point guard position. We know there's not much upside with Reggie Bullock. I really appreciated it a couple years ago, but there's a different feel with this basketball team. There's a different feel. We're really going to the second round of the NBA playoffs. We're taking on the Milwaukee Bucks or the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat are currently up 3-1. They have a 95% chance of advancing, obviously, when you're up 3-1, but I don't even care what team we play because I love seeing the progress of this basketball team. All I've wanted to see is progress as a New York Knicks fan. I know we saw it a couple years ago, but we just got completely embarrassed, and for this to happen, I'm just lost for words. We go on to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers 106-95 on the road in Game 5. We won this series in 5. I said, like, the least, we're probably going to win at 6, or it may go to 7. And I said we had to take care of business when it comes to Game 5 or Game 6, because if we don't win those, it becomes mental. And it was so important to win this game, especially because Julius Randle got hurt in the first half, and he re-injured his ankle. Hopefully he's ready to go in the second round, but this gives him rest. This gives him rest. And he played well. He got off to a shaky start. He was a little hesitant, but when the game was going on, he was drawing fouls. He was making really good passes. When he did go on and get injured, I believe he finished with 11 points and 6 assists. He was really physical with Evan Mobley. It continues to be extremely physical, and I'm just so happy right now as a New York Knicks fan. I may look crazy, but all Knicks fans should look crazy. We should be so damn excited right now. And RJ Barrett, I may have bashed you. I may have shitted on you when it came to the regular season, but you stepped up when it mattered. Adversity hit you in the first couple games. You played bad offensively. You competed defensively in the first game. Second game, not as good. But for you to turn the tables like this and play this well, play this efficient of basketball with 21 points and like over 60% shooting or 60% shooting, off the charts. Key pass. When the most we were up in this game, we're up 18. So when it came to the fourth quarter of this basketball game, when we're really stagnant offensively, I think Jalen Brunson's over dribbling a little bit. There's not much teamwork when it came to the offense in that fourth quarter. The Cavs are going on a run. Darius Garland hits a couple jumpers. Donovan Mitchell, who got his points. Josh Hart stuck D on him. This dude was up in his jersey. Donovan Mitchell got his points, but they weren't efficient. He didn't get timely shots. They got timely stops at times. They really did a good job defensively on Jalen Brunson in that second half, but they weren't able to get timely buckets because our defense was so freaking good. It was off the charts. But Jalen Brunson, I'm so glad this dude's a New York Knick. Josh Hart, big-time offensive rebounds, back-breaking, just breaking this team, like, from the very start. From the very start, we were in control of most of this game, but when in that fourth quarter, I'm going all over the place. In that fourth quarter, Cavs going on this run. They're playing better defensively, getting a couple buckets. Like I mentioned, Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell. You even take a look at Karis LeVert inserted in the starting lineup when it came to Game 3. You saw the change. You saw the change when a flip was switched, or the switch was flipped when we were up 12. They were able to cut it down to an 8-point game. RJ Barrett makes this really beautiful read when Brunson's able to give it to him, and RJ throws a dart to Emmanuel Quickly, knocks down a 3, and it looked like Quickly was out of rhythm. It looked like he was out of rhythm in the second half. He was awesome in the first half. He had 11 points in 9 minutes, but he started to look stagnant again. But Quickly stepped up. He stepped up. He got buckets when it mattered most, and that's all that matters. You step up when it matters, and that's what he did. He delivered. Speaking of freaking delivering, Obi Toppin, baby. Julius Randle plays well in that first half, and it's like the best basketball he's played in the playoffs, of efficient basketball after getting off to that shaky start. He's getting to the foul line, but he's starting to really bulldoze himself to the basket and use his physicality, which I respect. Obi Toppin started the third quarter, splashes a 3. Splashes a 3. You know, the Cavs going a little bit of a run. Big time 3. We forced a big time turnover. We just forced so many turnovers in this game. through the first 9 minutes of this game, we forced 5 turnovers. Like, we were in their head. We were in their head. We were extremely physical with this basketball group. Obi Toppin, crazy windmill in transition, pull up mid-range jumper. He got us off to such a great start in that third quarter. Such a great start in the third quarter. And the reality was this was only a 10-point game when it came to entering that third quarter. But Obi unbelievable. And I thought he held his ground defensively too. We're seeing an aggressive Obi. Even last game, he didn't have big-time points, but when he played in that fourth quarter, when Randall wasn't playing well, Obi rebounded the heck out of the basketball and stuck his head in there. And then what I said from a mental approach, physical approach, we need to treat this game like we're down 3-1. We got to treat this game like we're down 20 points in the entire game. We need to play with that level of aggression. And we need our guys to step up. We need our bench to be better than our bench. Isaac Okoro at the beginning of the game, uncharacteristic when we were up double digits, and then Isaac Okoro hit a 3. I'm like, I could live with that. He's not a great 3-point shooter. He shot it well in the second half of the season, but the playoffs, he's not been shooting it well. And that's been his thing since Auburn. He's a solid defensive player. But when it comes to offense side of the basketball, it's really not there. But we just hit timely shots after timely shots and it looked like the Cavs were getting something going. Josh Hart, difficult mid-range jumper over Jared Allen on a very good contest. When Isaac Okoro played brilliant defense on Jalen Brunson, and the ball got knocked out of bounds. There was 1 second left on the shot clock, I believe, or a couple seconds left. Inbounded to Quickly, big-time 3, quickly inserted in the game, big-time offense. It didn't feel like Hartenstein played a lot because Mitchell Robinson was freaking awesome, but when Hartenstein's out there, he plays his ass off. I love the centers on this team. Mitchell Robinson, what a performance. What a freaking performance by Mitchell Robinson. 11 points, 17 rebounds, and a shit ton of offensive rebounds. If you're wondering, we out-rebound them on the offensive glass 17-4. And you look at the comparison of Mitchell Robinson and Jared Allen, I was really scared entering the series. The Twin Towers of Evan Mobley, 7 foot. Jared Allen, 7 foot. How are we going to rebound? How are we going to grab a rebound? It's not just the positioning, it's the will of wanting to get the board. And Mitchell Robinson has brought that to the table. Jared Allen's stat line, 4 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. You know how many rebounds Jared Allen had last game? 4 rebounds. Mitchell Robinson, stud. Miss shot, tipping. Miss shot, throwing it down. He pretty much sealed this game. He sealed this game when the Cavs still had life. It's still a good amount of time, but if you saw the way this game was flowing, the Cavs getting stops, not scoring offensively, and it looked like we're starting to get a little stagnant offensively, is when it was a 10-point game, missed shot, Mitch put back dunk. We get a stop defensively. The defense was so good. Mitchell Robinson, big-time putback. Brunson was fantastic in that first half. They held him in that second half. Was ball dominant, but we needed others to step up, and they stepped up. When Garland was getting buckets, RJ drew a big-time foul, Quickly drew a big-time foul. This team just plays with so much heart. And I'm just so happy. Again, you could look at Mitchell's stats, but he hit some tough shots, but then he didn't step up when it mattered. He wasn't efficient. Our bench outscored their bench. The offensive rebounds were just huge. If they wanted any chance of getting back in this game, they needed to grab the defensive rebounds, and Jared Allen was not there. I thought he was going to be a lot more physical than that in this series. For us to win in 5 like this, we were playing like we were the team that was down 3-1. We were playing like we're the team down 3-1. We're playing like we're down 20 the entire freaking game. It was just a tremendous basketball game. I'm just so freaking proud of this team. The most we're up was 18. You know the most the Cavs were up? 0. They never had the lead in this game. The Knicks were in full control of this game. I want to look at the turnovers. They had 14 turnovers. We had 13. They shot more efficient from the field. But our offense looks better because we get these offensive rebounds to waste the clock when we have this lead and give us brand new possessions. And this is good that we won in 5. Gives Randall time to freshen up. This team is mentally tough. You know, Cavs going on a run. Most were up 18, 9-point lead. Like I mentioned, Quickly, big-time 3. Great pass from RJ. Obi, big-time 3. Saving the ball from going out of bounds. Fighting for 50-50 balls. This team is just tremendous. I'm not saying we're going to win an NBA championship, but when you play with this level of intensity, it's off the charts. And Jalen Brunson didn't even play the best basketball in the second half. He, uncharacteristic, inefficient game. I'm not going to say every game's been efficient in these playoffs. Julius Randle, 13 points. Or Mitchell Robinson, I might have said 17 rebounds earlier. Mitchell Robinson had 18 rebounds, 13 points, 11 offensive rebounds, 11. 3 blocks, a beast defending the interior, a beast. You saw Evan Mobley wasn't able to go up with anything offensively because Mitch was so physical, he wouldn't let him. He's still a young player in this league, but we just took away their 4 and the 5 offensively, like we've done this whole series. But Brunson, 23 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Had a very nice steal as well. Like I mentioned, when Obi hit a 3 when the Cavs were coming back, Brunson had the steal. He threw it down. Just resilient, but RJ so efficient. 21 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, 7 to 13. Josh Hart, you may look at 4 points, but 12 rebounds. 3 offensive rebounds. I really felt bad for Randall. He's playing great ball, but in 22 minutes off the bench, Obi, 12 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Quickly, 19 points. Might have not been crazy efficient, but if you look at the context of these shots, he was tremendous. Cavs on the other end, Evan Mobley 6 points, Jared Allen 4 points. Both 2 for 6 from the field. Mobley 9 rebounds, Jared Allen 4 rebounds. Darius Garland 21 points, 7 to 13 shooting, 1 of 6 from 3, 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. Credit to him, he got them back in the game with some runs. LeVert 17 points, 6 of 13, 4-7 from 3, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. This could have been a different game because they were getting stops, but they weren't scoring offensively. You have to credit our defense, but Josh Hart just gets up in Donovan Mitchell's jersey. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell had 28 points, 5 assists, 7 rebounds, but on 11 to 26 shooting, 3 of 12 from 3. Isaac Okoro hit 2 threes. He stepped up. He had some nice moments defensively. He really did. 10 points, probably the best game you're going to get from him offensively. That's not a shot. He's just not a fantastic offense player. He came in, hit 2 of 3 from 3. Cedi Osman 2 of 5 from 3. Danny Green played 4 minutes. I just don't understand why they're playing him like a few minutes. So their bench wasn't terrible offensively. It came down to their 4 and the 5. We just were more physical. We were fighting for the 50-50 balls. Mitchell Robinson, just a beast in the interior. Such a beast defensively. Just stepping up, containing the mid-range, containing. Everyone is helping contain the mid-range, the paint, the three-point. I'm just so pumped up right now. I lost my voice. I don't care. Mitchell Robinson stepping up in the playoffs. RJ Barrett stepping up in the playoffs. Randall, I know he got hurt, but he was playing well before he got hurt. Josh Hart, heart and soul of this freaking ball club. Jalen Brunson, awesome. Quickly, he needed to pop off. He was due for a big game, popped off. Hartenstein, still a freaking stud. He just plays so hard. He only played 12 minutes. 2 rebounds, 2 assists. But Mitch was just playing at an all-time high level. Oh my gosh, I have no voice. I don't even know what else to say. We just beat the 4th seed Cleveland Cavaliers. We're moving on to the second round of the NBA playoffs. First time since 2013 when we beat the Boston Celtics in the first round to take on the Pacers in the second round. Let me know down below your thoughts. Let's go Knicks, baby.